Right, so I was having a think about what we're going to talk about in this video, and then I thought to myself, why don't we talk about your ex? Because depending on where you are in your breakup recovery, it's probably your favourite subject right now. So let's do it. Right, don't need any major introductions. My name's Andy O'Neill, but we're here to talk about your ex. Because depending on where you are in your breakup journey, you're probably obsessing over your ex right now. You're probably feeling a range of emotions, from anxiety to stress to panic, all sorts, because that's exactly how I was feeling. But we're going to find out why. Why is it you're feeling that way? And I know that kind of sounds obvious. Well, we were together, we split up, I loved him, and now I'm gutted. But I want to look a bit deeper than that. I want to look at it. What is it about your ex that you're actually missing? What is it you actually think about him? So, looking at your ex then, ask yourself this question. What is it you think about your ex? And I don't mean from an emotional perspective, like you loved them. What do you think of them as a person? Because I bet you actually think that they're amazing, that they're the greatest thing that ever walked this earth, that you'll never meet anybody like them again, right? Because that's exactly how I used to feel after my breakups. And it's that that's causing the panic. It's that that's causing the stress. Because of course, if you lose something that valuable, you're gonna feel that way. It's natural. So let me give you an example of a little story. Let's imagine you've got the winning lottery ticket, right? Unbelievable, chance of a lifetime. Never gonna happen again. And you put the ticket down on the table in your garden and you nip inside to get a drink or something. And while you're in there, the wind comes and it blows the ticket away. And as you're looking outside the window, you can see that ticket flying away. Imagine, just imagine, how would that make you feel? Stressed? Panicked? Anxious? Would you become obsessed with where it is? Would you not want to stop looking for it? Would you be ruminating every day? Where could it be? Has someone else picked it up? How am I going to get that ticket back? Yeah? That sound familiar? Because that's exactly how you're feeling about your ex. And it's because you're placing so much value on them. They've become the winning lottery ticket. You're never going to win that again. So you've got to get them back. And if you don't, what is the point? And that's why you're feeling so bad. Because this was a chance of a lifetime. You're never going to meet someone like them again. So of course you're going to feel that way. But here's the real rub. Your brain knows this. Your brain knows that it wants your ex back. So what does it do? It filters out all the bad stuff. It's called the RAS system, the reticular activating system. It's a filter that stops you remembering any of the bad side of the relationship. And it's only presenting to you all the good stuff, which in turn makes the value of your ex go even higher. It's convinced you you've got the winning lottery ticket. But there is something we can do about that. And I'm going to go through a couple of exercises today that'll kickstart your journey to overcoming those sort of thoughts. So you need to first of all grab a piece of paper and a pen. But I need you to actually do it, right? There's no point watching this video because you're in a really bad place and then feeling good for half an hour and then going back to the way you was. If you truly want to move on, if you truly want to stop feeling the way you are, then actually do these exercises. Grab that pen, grab that piece of paper, and let's get on with it. So the first thing I need you to do is write down 3 things that you don't like about your ex. Now, this is not a character assassination, right? This is not about painting a picture that your ex is a terrible person. I don't even know him, right? This is just about planting some seeds in your subconscious that maybe they wasn't perfect. Maybe they wasn't the winning lottery ticket. So I want you to write 3 things. Now, they can be anything. So it could be things like they enjoyed holding hands in public and you didn't like it. Or they enjoyed going out to pubs and clubs where you actually enjoyed a quiet night in. Or maybe it's something big like they wanted kids and you didn't. Whatever it is, write the 3 of them down. Just take a few minutes to think about what they are. Now, I'm going to assume you've done that. I'm going to assume you've paused this video and you've actually done them. Because otherwise, what's the point? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to think of one time in that relationship where you've had a major disagreement. Now, it doesn't have to be like crazy where you're shouting and screaming at one another, but where you've had a big disagreement and it's actually peed you off quite a bit, and maybe they've peed you off. I want you to just take several minutes to think about it. Picture the scene in your head, replay it, and think about how you were actually feeling at that moment. Think about what your thoughts about them were. Think about how pissed off you were feeling. Again, this is just another seed that's been planted in your subconscious, because it's your subconscious that we need to speak to. That's where these emotions are coming from. And then the last one is, I want you to think about the one thing that you're now able to do because yous are not together. Now, it might be something that you can now do because you're single, Or it might be something that you can now do because they never wanted to, or they disagreed with it, or they didn't like doing that one thing. Whatever it is, the one thing that you're now free to do because you're not with them. And just like the last one, just sit for a few minutes and think about it. Imagine yourself going and doing it. Imagine how good it makes you feel to do that thing. So what we're actually doing here is we're unpicking that filter. That filter that's stopping all of that bad stuff come through. We're unpicking it. We're opening that back up so that your brain can start seeing the truth. That truth being, your ex was not the winning lottery ticket. You've just convinced yourself they are, and so that much value being placed on them has made you feel like the way you have been. Now let's go back to that story at the start. Again, you've got the lottery ticket, you've left it on the table and it's been blew off by the wind. And you start feeling all those emotions we talked about. Same feelings you're feeling about your ex. You're getting panicked, you're getting stressed, you're getting anxious. You're thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna get it back? This was the only chance I had of happiness. I've gotta get that ticket back. Now imagine someone comes along and whispers in your ear, that ticket was from last week. What? That wasn't this week's numbers, it was last week's. You actually only had 3 numbers this week. It's only worth a tenner. Imagine how your attitude towards losing that ticket's going to change. You're still going to be gutted, because a tenner's a tenner, of course you are. But are you going to be obsessed? Are you going to be stressed? Are you going to be as emotional? Of course you're not. Now by doing the exercises we've done today, this is what we're trying to do with your mind. We're trying to remind it that you've not lost a winning lottery ticket. Yes, you've lost something of value, and yes, it's gutting, but it's not the end of the world, because the winning lottery ticket is still out there for you to win. So you can't give up now, and you shouldn't. Now hopefully you actually did some of those exercises, and if you did, hopefully you start to feel a difference soon. Because remember, this is a journey. It's not going to change overnight. These things take time. But if I can do it, you can do it. Don't forget, I've got a load of freebies like an ebook and a course that you can do. Just click the link in the description. But for now, take it easy, keep your head up, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.